So, this is another update of the fanfiction idea I like to come back to every so often called Paradigm Wars. So for any new subscribers out there, what is Paradigm Wars? Paradigm Wars is basically, it started off as a gag during one live stream where someone a commenter said that, hey, your pop collection, your pop wall is starting to look like a character select menu for a fighting game, and it just kind of spiraled into like a story that I've just kind of come back to every so often, like a mock video game, story. So the story, for those who don't know, the story is about these race of beings called the Paradigm. And the Paradigm are these race of godlike beings who are omnipotent, but they don't have any understanding of good or evil. They have no concept of good or evil. So what they do is create a world, it's kind of like Battle World, where they're making different areas and different, or basically arenas. So they're basically making all these different little mashup planet and bring all these different superheroes and villains together from the multiverse and put them here and be like, okay, here's the deal. You guys are gonna fight, and whichever side wins, that will prove to us that's the way we need to go. So if the heroes win, we will we will use our powers for good. But if evil proves to be stronger, then we'll use our powers for evil. And also we'll give you guys a wish for whatever your heart's desire. We'll give it to you. There you go. Anyway, so the paradigm. So that's the Paradigm Wars. So there are a ton of characters here, as you can see from this pop wall. So there's also different characters from different universes. So you've got a few characters from the MCU, but you've also got them from the Marvel comic universe. And they're all characters from just this pop wall. That's what I kind of use as reference. So nothing outside of that. So you have Spider-Man, who's wearing his Ends of the Earth armor in here, but he's also got the Fantastic Four with him. He also has Gambit from the X-Men as well, from the original heroes, but he also has a Venomized version of Ghost Rider and Captain America, and Ronan from the MCU, Clint Barton, and Hela, and MCU Star-Lord and Caecilius. So he's like, when Spider-Man first shows up, he's like, "Hey, Clint, I didn't know you were using your Ronan costume again. What's going on here?" And Ronan's like, "Oh, you're not Peter. you're not Peter Parker. He's a kid in my universe, So who are you?" And Peter goes, "God damn it, it's multiverse. I hate that." So you also have several villains here as well. So of course, Spider-Man, since it's on my pop wall, you've got 5 Spider-Man villains now. You've got 5 Spider-Man villains as it is. You've got Otto, you've got Doc Ock, Kraven, Electro, Sandman, and Carnage. Those are the 5 here. And when Spider-Man finds that out, he's like, of course 5 of my worst villains are here. It can't be me if it's not, it can't be my life. It just can't be easy, right? Gambit, it also sucks for Gambit because he doesn't have any of the X-Men around. The only other X characters that are here are Jean Grey as Dark Phoenix and Mr. Sinister. And Gambit's not happy about that. You also have Doctor Doom and Super Skrull here that the Fantastic Four know all too well. But on the DC side, you have Superman. And Superman, actually, in this story, is the defunct 2 leader of the hero side. He is like, everyone looks to Superman and goes, "Hey, Superman, you should lead us. Superman will be the leader." But you also have Batman in here. You have Batman here and Terry, Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis. You've also got several of. You've got also Flashpoint Wonder Woman, who's a villain. You've got Lex Luthor. You've got the Batman Who Laughs, Arkhamverse, Killer Croc, and Scarecrow, and Batman '89 Joker here as well, and Joker Batman, which was a special pop figure. It was like Imposter Joker Batman from that Imposter Batman line, and yeah, so Superman is the defunct 2 leader. You also have Goku and several of the Z fighters here. Even Goku's here who has Ultra Instinct. You also have you have young Goku here too. As for the other Z fighters, Tien, Chaozu are here. 17 and 8 is 17, but here's the thing: it's not the 17. It may be the 18 that that Goku knows and is friends with, but it's a 17 from an earlier timeline. That's the other thing, is that the Paradigm have sometimes taken other people from earlier or later timelines. So 17 is still a villain. He's from this is Android Saga 17. And meanwhile, so 18's kind of conflicted here. Not by much. She's just like, yeah, it's 17. I can still kick his ass. But you also have Piccolo here. But Gohan and Vegeta, since I don't have figures of them, they're not here. You have several of the My Hero Academia characters who are here. And then you have Avatar, which, yeah, you have Azula and Zuko. You have Aang, Toph, Katara, and Zuko and Azula. But here's the thing. Zuko it's not the Zuko they know. It's the Zuko from season. This is book 1 Zuko. So this is like, oh, I'm out to catch the Avatar. So Aang is conflicted because, yeah, I know this guy. He's my friend. I can't fight him. But the Paradigm are like, well, here, we were curious to see like how you would react to fighting of someone you would call a friend. So that's how that plays out. There's also the villains are kind of like consenting to like working together, but it's more like the higher up villains are all like in a cabal, like they're all just kind of like negotiating with one another. It's not like there's a defunct leader where all the superheroes gather around and like, yeah, they'll talk amongst themselves, but Superman is the one guy who's like, yeah, we'll all follow his lead. Even Goku's like, yeah, I'll follow him. You'd think that everyone would be like, no, go. You'd maybe think because, like all the Dragon Ball Z fanboys are like, no, it should be Goku who's the Defend 2 leader. And I'm like, I don't think realistically anyone would want to follow Goku, the guy who wants to fight all the time. And I think even Goku would be like, yeah, I could follow Superman. I still want to fight him, but like, we got bigger things to worry about, and he's a more capable leader. Anyway, it's also funny to note that there is Dragon Ball Super era Trunks, and you've got Android 17 in here, who's from the Android Saga. He's like, last time I saw you had purple hair. Also, I also have King Cold, so King Cold is here along with Frieza and Kid Buu. But I actually wanted to have like a fun interaction where King Cold meets Trunks, and he's like, "You blew a hole in me," and he's like, "I don't even know you, dude," because again, alternate timeline. That Trunks is from a different era. So he's like, "I don't know you, dude. That's not the Trunks man." There's also several horror characters who are here. You've got, Freddy, Jason, the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. You've got Michael. And the other thing in here, and you may be thinking, well, a lot of these characters could get killed easily. It's just like some of them could just get one-hit KO'd. I don't see the big problem here. Well, the difference is that in here, the Paradigm, to make things even, have kind of like powered down people. They've powered down certain people in this storyline where they're all just kind of powered down. So if this was like realistically a video game, they would be like, okay, now you can't fight. You can't just one hit KO a certain character. It's not like an actual even square fight. A lot of these characters are depowered, so they could, realistically, Michael could actually fight Goku here. Or, Freddy also has, like, his dream powers in here. So, there are some, like, fun finishers I wanted to do with some of the characters. Like, I just thought up fun finishers. Like, for Jason, he just slashes you across the stomach, and you're trying to pull your guts back in, and you turn away when you're doing, like, putting the guts back in, and then he grabs you by the head and just starts squeezing, like a direct reference to Friday the 13th Part 3 kill, and just the eyeball pops out after the head crush. There's also Freddy's kill, which is like he turns himself into a reddish green smoke and slides into your body, and like, and he pops like in Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, where it's like against the wall and he's like stretching out, but here it's on your skin, like inside of you, and he's pushing out. But then, boom! Like his glove claw his gloved hand pops out of your mouth and slices your stomach open, and he walks out, like kind of like a reference to Freddy's Revenge. Yeah, just a few ideas. Also, there's like Vader, who's got like, he chokes you, brings you in, slices your under half, and then slams you into the ground. Your head explodes. There's also like some other fun stuff in here, like essentially Revan and Malik are also here, since I have figures of them. So Revan and Malik are not impressed by Kylo Ren, who's here, and Vader, not even much by Sidious. They're just like, this is what the Sith line becomes when we're gone. When we're gone, this is what it becomes. Revan's not hot on the idea of working with Malik, but at the same time, he's not going to work with the heroes either. So, Revan's kind of disgusted, but he's like, okay, so at some point, the power of the dark side's going to go to a guy with a breathing problem and a brat, and some brat kid. Fuck me. Anyway, so there you go. Anyway, so I always like to come back to this video whenever I get new figures now and again, and just be like, how they interact with the story and how they play out, essentially. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this? Like it, hate it, just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.